What's up, everybody? Jed Johnson here from dieselcrew.com. Of course, you know they call me Napalm. I've got another review for you on a piece of equipment that was sent to me. It's called the Sidewinder Xtreme T6. Now, you've seen me review other units from sportsgrip.com in the past. This is one of their latest releases, the Sidewinder Pro Xtreme T6. You can get it at sportsgrips.com. Let me go over some specifics about this handle so you can see what we're dealing with. This thing weighs 4.9 pounds. It's 18 inches long. It tapers from 2 3/8 to 1 7/8. So 2 3/8 at this extreme, 1 7/8 at this extreme. It's got a 6-inch knurled and tapered handles for no slip grip, as well as fat grip chaining and a desire to crush things. Nice. It's crafted from aluminum by high-tech CNC machines and anodized for strength and durability. Our resistance material allows for a smooth feel at all levels of tension, and I can attest to that. Besides the quality, our adjustable calibrated tension knob makes all the difference. You can make as many changes to the resistance as you would like to in order to accommodate the youngest of beginners and the seasoned of athletes. And I can attest for that as well. I have been using this for my athletes that I work with, and they have been able to go through all kinds of different resistance levels when doing so. I've used this with baseball players, with track athletes. I also have one athlete who doubles as an athlete who does dirt bike racing. When he got back into the season this year, he experienced a severe arm pump. It was almost debilitating for him in the process of finishing the race. And since then, I've been having him use this every single day to try to generate as big of a pump as possible in his forearms in order to help him deal with that situation when he races again. The tension knob sits on a steel roller bearing, allowing ease of adjustment, and you can see you can adjust this with just your finger and thumb. It's very, very easy to adjust. You can turn the Sidewinder endlessly in one direction as many times as you would like while maintaining the same resistance, and this means you can choose the part of the forearm you wish to exercise. So you can set your resistance and you can just turn in one angle. You can go back. So you can hit both sides of your forearms with this. You can change the direction. So here I'm hitting the flexors. Here I'm hitting the muscles on the back of the forearm, the extensors. Okay, so what does that allow us to do? That allows us to find angles that could possibly rehab injuries and prevent injuries, such as golfer's elbow and tennis elbow. Okay, just got to play around with the device, change the angles up so that you hit the forearm the way that you need to. It's made and assembled in the United States. And it also, the site, sportsgrips.com, when you go to the site, go to products, click on the T6 handle, it tells you exactly what you need to do in order to utilize this to the biggest benefit. So I can tell you right now what I've been doing with my athletes. For my baseball players, I've been having them hit 20 rotations per hand, or even back and forth 20 times in order to get both sides of the forearms 1 day a week. With that fella that is a dirt bike racer, I've been having him do it every single day. I encourage them to crank this up as heavy as they can handle it in order to get the 20-20 with both hands. And while we're talking about that, why don't we just see how hard this thing can get? So I don't have any chalk on. Maybe you don't use chalk either, so maybe this will be a more accurate test. So what I've got here is I've buried the 1, 2, 3, the third ring. So you can see on this, there's rings, right? So I'm going to bury that third ring so that it's behind the rest of the implement. Just crank it. Pretty good resistance. let's go ahead and bury it one more time, one more ring. So look how easy it is to adjust this thing. Quite a bit tougher. I'm at the point now where I would like to use chalk, but I'm not going to use it. Let's bury one more. We'll go about halfway, because I haven't really done this to this level yet, back to back. There you go. All right. Woo! Starting to sweat. All right, so that is totally buried now. Dude, that is tough. Let's try to crank it this way. So naturally, if you get more of your body involved, if you start swiveling your shoulder around, you're going to be able to crank this a little bit. It's still not easy. But if you keep the range of motion concentrated to just the arms, just the forearms, it's way tougher. Oh, yeah, that's tough. Now the nice thing about this is, I gotta crank this back a little bit. That is really tough. It really shows you that you can adjust this to difficulty levels for any level of experience. You could take a look at this, and so there's a line right here. So 1 line, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could look at this, crank this one-handed until I see all 5 lines. So that's 1. 1 is at the top. Holy cow, I'm tired. 1 is at the top. There's 1 line, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I hit all lines. So that's like basically 1 revolution. Okay. So now you can crank it with the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's another revolution. So there's a few different ways to do that. Use your top line as your beginning point, and then once you count all the lines, you're 1 time around. There's tons of ways to do this, guys. You can crank it backwards. You can go underhand with it, which is also tough, especially for me because I'm limited on some mobility there. But for younger athletes, people that haven't trained grip for 15 years plus, you're going to be able to get into a better position there. I don't know that it's made for this, but you could even hang this on a strap and do pull-ups off of it. You can do push-downs with it. I don't know that they recommend that, but that's what I would be tempted to try. So you can see this, guys. I mean, this is a quality piece of work. All of the equipment that these guys put out is super high quality. You go to sportsgrips.com and you can see everything that they offer. It's all high quality, the top of the line stuff, and you can't go wrong. If there's any questions on this, leave them in the comments section below. I will definitely give you an answer in response to anything that you have if you're trying to make a decision on this. And whatever I can do to help you, please let me know. And once again, thank you to these guys. Like I said, for about a month, we have been using this in every single training session in some capacity. We do a full 3 sets of something for everybody that's in the group, 1 day a week. And then you got that one guy that I've been putting on this, cranking away on this every single day he's been here. The knurling's great. I did even hear that it was sharp enough to take away some dead skin, but not sharp enough to actually cut you. So that's cool. And I think that's about it, guys. This thing's really cool. Thank you once again. All the best in your training. Give it one of these. Be sure to subscribe. Comments down below. Take care.